we're going to talk about some stuff that nobody sees. I don't see it anymore. Do you see it? Old school, 80s, early 80s, old school. We're going to talk about it. Pretty cool stuff. Ain't working today, but it's pretty cool stuff. I'm Dale Burks. I'll be right back. That's a fat, healthy one again. That's almost is that the same bass?
Probably.
I think you caught the same bass. It looks like the same one to me. You kind of get discombobulated on the landings, though. We need to get you. You don't have to crank him up all the way to the rod tip. Are you scared he's going to bite you? It was about 1981. Gene LaRue Tackle Company out of Oklahoma, I think, came out with their salty baits. Nobody had done salt at that time. And I'm still not a huge believer in salt. It can't hurt, but it doesn't really help. And it sure makes baits cheaper to pour because you don't have to use as much plastic when you put something in plastic place. Anyway, what else? The other thing they did, though, besides the salt, was some of their colors. They were the first ones, as far as I remember, to put a lot of flake into plastic baits. I remember spattering of flakes in some old plastic lures when I first started fishing, but man, they loaded them up. Matter of fact, I can't believe I caught the fish that I caught on their plastic baits because they were stiff as a board. So much salt and so much flake. They were heavy. Caught a lot of fish on them. More specifically, though, a color that I fell in love with in 1981, and more so in 82, was electric blue. And I see bait companies once all have electric blue on their package. It ain't the same electric blue. I ordered some custom baits a few years ago, Doc Irv Baits. I ordered electric blue, and they're fine. They're pretty bad. And you know what? This isn't even fair. I'm not a big color person. I've experimented some today with shades and match the hatch kind of stuff, but dark and light's kind of been my thing today. But electric blue has a special place in my heart. The baits I got from Doc Irv were not electric blue, at least I didn't look at them. So I ordered again next time, and he had a base color called electric blue. So I ordered it too, and my idea of what electric blue should be was totally different than other people's, and I think kind of still is. So as far as electric blue, this is the closest thing I got in the boat. I don't know with the, I'm out of the sun again. It's hot, ain't as hot as it was the other day. What that is, that's a grape worm with blue flake, and that's what electric blue is. Purple with blue flake. This is too much grape, too dark, it's almost black grape, and not enough blue flake. Picky. It's just, it works so well for me for so long, especially early on in my bass fishing tournament stuff, and guiding. And I caught them under electric red, and they had electric green, but that electric blue, hot summertime, was the bait. It needs to be a translucent, fairly clear, not lavender, it still needs to be purple, and a lot of blue flake. How's that for picky type? So, let me tell you a story. I think this is my story. I can make it up how I want. But I'm going to tell you my first real success in tournaments. I didn't win, but it was close. And it all come because of electric blue. So it's June of 1982. I was a month out of high school, working in a local tackle shop, which set a precedent for me never making a living doing anything, because you can't work in a tackle shop and make any money. Of course, I was fishing bass tournaments, club tournaments and such. Anyway, it was an open buddy tournament. Oh, heck, about 30 miles from where I'm at right now, up the lake here. And I think it was about 40 boats in that thing. I don't remember if it was our what that tournament really was. But anyway, I remember a bunch of our club guys was in it. And that electric blue worm had just come out. I'd been catching fish on it. Electric blue, everything electric blue, Gene LaRue had. So during that tournament, the limit was 10 bass, and I'm pretty sure we weighed in 7 for like 22 pounds. The guys that beat us had 10 for a pound, 23 pounds. We caught some really good fish that day, y'all. And as far as I remember, I caught 6 of those keepers, and 5 of them come on electric blue, whatever. The electric blue, salty, Gene LaRue worm was a big deal. But I had done something else. Because I was already a student of Geet Hibden, making my own bait, designing stuff. I had decided I wanted an electric blue jig, live rubber jig. Oh yeah. Well, if it worked in a plastic worm, I figured why wouldn't it work in a jig? And it did. My 2 biggest bass that day, 4-pounders, come on that electric blue jig. I don't have a good representation of it because, truthfully, the rubber is just not, look at that camera moving, boat's moving. The rubber's just not available anymore. It's the right rubber. But I got one I made up specifically to fish this summer. I made up several skirts, and I don't know if it shows up good enough or not. Blue and purple with a electric blue pork frog. It's still not. Actually, that's blue with blue flake or purple flake, whatever. I love that blue jig in the summertime, y'all. Love it big time. The one I made up back in those days was the old square live rubber, half blue, half purple, with a 1/4 strip of gray. That was the electric part. I had Gene LaRue had a salty frog. Oh my gosh, it was a chunk of plastic. And that was my trailer. Man, that bait was huge. And them fish liked it. That weigh-in that day, a couple local guys and Guido Hibden come up. What'd you catch those fish on, boy? So I showed him the worm, and I pulled that jig out. Old Jimmy Smith grabbed that thing and walked away with it, looking at it like this. Geek go there, looking at that bait, and they're pulling it apart. I mean, these are the guys that invented live rubber jig fishing around these parts. And I remember what they said. You give a kid enough time, he'll think of everything or anything. That was my first tournament success, really overall. I mean, I'd done okay in some club tournaments, but I hadn't won one yet. I've only been doing it a couple years. We almost won that one. That would have been awesome. The one thing come out of that, promotional-wise, I go back to work on Monday. And my boss come in. He said, "You done good." He'd fished tournament. He said, "You done good." I said, "Well, yeah, we did good. It was a great day. Wish we'd have won it." He said, "What'd you catch him on, that electric blue worm?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "We're going to push that." He got in the newspaper that week that I'd caught the fish on electric blue. A fishing report deal had gotten there. He got some other thing, local fishing reports that Dale Verts had won a tournament. This guy won a tournament last week using these. Those things come in bags of 100. We couldn't keep them in stock. I started telling people electric red and electric. Yeah, we sold a pile of Gene LaRue salty stuff that summer because of that one tournament. It's amazing. I don't think I ever had to lie. My boss lied some for me. He stretched the truth. But I don't get where it's all why things like this go away. Like motor oil. Motor oil is a fantastic color. Now I understand the formula that makes the best motor oil is California outlawed. Oh my God. MF Plastics made it the closest, and I haven't experimented much yet. Something in it is dangerous to you if you eat it. Well, we all sit around eating motor oil plastic worms, don't we? I pour plastic baits. I still haven't even poured any electric blue stuff myself, not to speak of. So I'm going to do that directly a little bit later. Actually, I have that mold for that pork chunk plastic like that. But that's close. That's not bad bait. That's kind of neat. Hopefully it's showing up good enough. I'm in the shade because it's nice, y'all. It ain't as hot as it was last week, but it's nice. And that is a fairly close representation of electric blue worm. That's a bittersbait worm, which is okay. Not great, but okay. I can't see. What we got to do to get a good... Am I getting close? Is that close? Out here struggling like I usually do. I've caught some fish. I was going to fish a tournament tomorrow. I've talked myself out of it. I'm hurting. Not horrible, but I know how sore I'm going to be in the morning. I got to figure out this pain thing. My wrist, especially my right wrist. I have not caught a fish on slow bait day on a jig or a plastic worm or creature bait. It's all shad fish. Square bills and buzz baits, which is fun. They ain't very good. They ain't very many. Found a little bank over there, and I think there's something going on there. But guys, I ain't got stuff. It's a little bit sad, but it's okay. I'm going to keep trying to get in better shape and maybe find me a doctor who can figure this pain thing out because the gout medicine ain't working. Anyway, electric blue, motor oil. Boy, those two baits, those two colors have caught me so many fish. Motor oil is what watermelon is today and green pumpkin. Watermelon was the go-to color then. With red flake, with gold flake, with no flake. Now, I have some decent watermelon baits, but some of them ain't got that look, the changeable look at the old days. Electric blue, I don't have very many good electric blue baits. I need to try to make some up. Maybe someday I'll show y'all what they're supposed to look like. Electric blue, a light purple with a lot of blue flake. Not a grape, but just a little bit of blue flake. And I don't even care about colors. How's that for sad? Y'all, Solar Bad, as always, got some stuff going on for August. Got a good sale. And they've discounted their non-high performance classes. Their shooting, their tennis, or golf classes. Guys, save some money. You'll like them too. I like my Randy Blockett glasses. You're going to like anything Solar Bat does because they're great glasses. Check out the link in the description below. That's all I got, y'all. I'm just rambling thoughts on a really nice afternoon, Lake of the Ozarks, here in central Missouri. Struggling with the fishing a little bit, but I always struggle. Sometimes I wonder if I still need to be trying this, but it is what it is. It hadn't been a horrible day, just ain't been a great day. Any good day you can go fishing, all right? That's a good day. So thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know what your favorite colors are. Have you ever done electric blue? Do you remember motor oil? Or some of y'all do. Some magic stuff happens over the years. Some things you learn to like and things that work for you. Go-to stuff. I went to electric blue today, especially on that jig. Hadn't worked, but by golly, I gave it a shot. Talk to you later. God bless.